Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fourcast, show organized under the umbrella of ADA Talk Initiative. And here we are testing up our presidential candidates. But firstly, let me introduce our guest. It's Kamilla Afandi from 11A2. Hello, Kamilla. How everything is going on?
Hi, Samir. Everything is going on very well. As you can see, I'm a bit ill right now, so I'm apologizing for my voice, but overall, it's going pretty cool. What about you?
I think everything is okay for me. But before we start, can you please introduce your objectives towards the election process this year?
Sure, absolutely. So the main objective for me for those elections, I think throughout the whole history of ADA school, I think the main objective was to find the person who, as you, Samir, said yourself, is the responsible one, the leader who does not just, go after their dreams, their initiatives, but also listens to people, also listens to all of the students, and tries to find the best way how to make their initiatives, make their plans come true. So I guess the main objective for this elections is to find this kind of a person and put them in charge of student council and then see what's going to happen this year.
Do you consider yourself as a person who is responsible and who is a best variant for objective of ADA school?
The best variant, we can paraphrase it and say the person who would be the best in the job of the president, right? Did I get it correctly?
Yes, right.
I think if I didn't think like this, I wouldn't apply at the first place. So if I am sure, in my experience, if I'm sure that I can bring new value, great value to the school, and I can listen to people and I can make their dreams come true, yes, I am. I wouldn't apply if I didn't think that way.
But what about other candidates? Do you think they already have enough experience to also be a president of our school?
The thing when I'm saying the experience, I meant the experience of me as a vice president last year and the acting president this year from September to the beginning of November until the new elections. I absolutely think that I am the experienced person for the student council since I had the experience last year. And all of my opponents that we have, the 4 other people, they are very respectable. They are worthy and they are the great opponents. So I can debate with them. I'm very waiting for debates, by the way, and can run the presidency campaigns because they also have great ideas and great initiatives. I like their campaigns a lot. So yeah, I think that they are experienced, they're very respectable, and they have their chance to shine.
Okay, thank you very much for answering, but one more follow-up, please. So
Sure.
Basically, you shared with me your objectives towards this election of ADA school. But who from the other candidates, there are 4 candidates, who is the best variant regarding these objectives and who is the weakest variant regarding these objectives? In your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, saying the weakest candidate or saying the strongest candidate, I think this is not for us to choose. This is for students to choose, actually, because for one of the students, I can seem the best candidate because they like my initiatives, they like the way I'm doing my job, and they think that I'm suitable at this exact period of time. For another person, they can see another candidate, the strongest one, the great initiatives, and this is absolutely natural. This is absolutely great. So I think there's no such thing as weakest candidate or the strongest candidate. This is all depending on the student who has a right to choose, and they have a right to choose the person they think will do the best in their eyes, in their heart. Their conscience are saying them to choose this person.
Okay, thank you very much for answering all of my questions. It was such a great introduction. But before we start the main 4 questions of our interview, can I present you the rules?
Absolutely.
So basically, our interview will be divided into the 4 stages. Each stage, each level will be escalating more and more.
Okay.
First level is mute. After that, spicy, hot, and snorching level. And your main goal is to survive under the pressure of all the stages of our interview. Are you ready for that?
I was ready for that since I started ADA school because I know a lot about pressure. Believe me, I'm studying here for 2 years already. I know what's pressure. So yeah, let's begin with your hot, wild questions. I am more than ready for that.
Okay, so we are starting with the first stage of our interview, which is the mute question. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Good. What is your general approach in being a president? Do you offer stability and consistency or you prefer change and innovation, even if they are not necessarily good?
I think that anything doesn't matter. Is it a stability or is it an innovation? First of all, it needs to be good in the eyes of students. If they find this stability or innovation, this event initiative doesn't matter. If they find it good, if they find it interesting and they want to participate, I will do my best to hear from them and do this event initiative again, doesn't matter. So the main point is to hear from the students. If they think that this event, even the stable one that we have for, let's say, 6 years, it is the one that they want, I will 100% do it. If they want initiatives, new initiatives, something innovation, which I already provided in my campaign, or they have their own initiatives, I'm more than open to that.
Okay, very good. But let's imagine a situation like this.
Okay.
So basically, there is 2 projects. One project is a stable one.
Okay.
And the second project is initiative. The students are divided into the 2 groups.
Sure.
The first group of students supports the stable project. The second group of students supports the initiative. Which project you will give your priority?
So first of all, I would analyze myself, both of these projects. Maybe I will myself find some strengths or maybe weaknesses in both of these projects. And I think that since we're working, not only me as a president of ADA school, but also the student, we need to be open with each other, right? So if they're coming to me and saying, I have these initiatives and I'm seeing a weakness, first of all, I will say, okay, let's do it like that, like that, like that. And we will create an even better version of your event and it will be very powerful. Even after those, discussions that we have with the students with initiatives, the school is still divided. The thing that I find the most suitable one is to make a form, because there is a democracy in ADA school. So everything should be decided on the voting procedure. So I will say, so guys, let's say we have some limited time and we can only do one project among 2 of them. So guys, here's the first one, here's the second one. So choose. And I think this is the only right way, not to decide myself, but to give students the right to decide for themselves.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
But did you experience already situations like that in your previous term?
In my previous, I don't think so, no. I can't remember any situation where students were saying that they don't want this event or they don't want these initiatives. This is actually very good because students are always open to not only Fourcast initiatives, but also to support their friends' initiatives.
Yeah.
And I think, no, we didn't have such case, which makes me very happy.
Even if this case is really similar, right? So
Similar
some
to
cases who are similar for their situation that I imagine for you, yeah?
Let me
There's-
just think. So last year, from November to the end. No, I can't think of one.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So basically, let's move to the next question, which is a spicy one.
Great.
Have you ever had any blunders in your presidential term last year?
By blunders, you mean something that I needed to improve, right?
Yes, first.
Exactly. So, yes, of course. This is why I'm saying that I'm experienced, because when I just came to ADA, of course, I had weaknesses as any person. And throughout my serve as a vice president last year, I trained myself and I understood how things work. And the example could be that I was always tending to take too much responsibility on myself. But I guess at the middle of the year, I understood this and I started to delegate my duties that I would take on myself at any other period of time last year's. I started to delegate them to my fellow members of Stuco, and I understood that it worked way better if you're trusting your people and giving them work to do.
Oh, okay. But by the blunders, I not only mean the weaknesses of you,
Sure.
I also mean the failures. Did you have any failures in the last year?
I'm very happy to say that our Stuco did not have any failures. We were learning, we were doing stuff. Sometimes, of course, we experienced challenges, especially before big events, for example, concerts. We needed to put all the volunteers. We needed to make all of the preparations at time. Of course, we were experiencing challenges, but this shows that we actually could, as you like to say, survive those challenges and become stronger. And I'm very happy to say that our Stuco, by the way, hi to Ali and Javid, we did not experience any failures. I'm very happy about that.
So basically, your previous term was kind of perfect.
I didn't say that it was perfect. I was saying that we didn't have any failures. And as I mentioned before, we had challenges. And there's no such thing as perfect term. There's no such thing as a perfection. And I think you know that, don't you?
Yeah. So, but basically, when you experienced such as challenges, were you under a big stress?
I wasn't under a big stress because I think stressing out because of challenges, this is not the right thing to do. You need to keep your cool because as a leader, you are the one who need to have the call. You're the ones who are coming to decisions. So you need to have very cool heart and cool head and say, all right, here is a problem. I am saying that it exists. So let's solve it. Let's have a discussion. This is my type of solving problems. I'm having discussions with whoever is participating in this kind of problem. And we're coming to a conclusion. We're not under distress. We understand that we need to solve it and we will solve it.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering my questions. But before we get to the hot one, I need to share you the extra rule. Basically, you will have just 1 minute to answer the next question. But there is a bit waste because you wouldn't see the timer. Will it be a problem for you?
Oh, guys, you're creating some new rules. I think you should run debates, in the ADA school. Next years, I think they should consider you for debating. Absolutely. Push your timers without showing me. I can close my eyes.
Basically, how many experience of MUN do you have?
I guess 14.
Oh.
Either 14 or 15.
I remember one time you were my daist.
I was.
Yes.
It was mentorship MUN? Mentor MUN.
I think it was MUN.
MUN.
Yes. League of Nations, mother.
You were South Africa,
yes,
weren't you?
Yes.
It was mentor MUN. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. You said you remember. First
you were a great delegate. Why wouldn't I?
Thank you so much. So, how many times you have chosen the safe option for your reputation, but not the right one?
So in my previous experience, there weren't cases when there was a safe option or there was a good option for my reputation. There was such a thing. And I can say that in any case, if there wasn't hypothetically the situation, I wouldn't look for safe one. I wouldn't look for the one that suits me. I will look the best one, the one that will suit students. Because once again, this is not about me. This is not about someone's reputation or something. This is about students. If it's needed, I will do this. Doesn't matter. Is it safe? Is it however you call it? If it's needed for students, let it be. That's my idea.
And your method is basically democracy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
By voicing or by just listening to the opinions of others?
I think that both of them. I think this is what creates the real democracy, when you are listening, when you are paying attention to people and what they want, you're feeling what may be right, what may be wrong, and then you're giving them idea. I felt, for example, something is right or wrong. I gave them the proposal, the event, and then I need to hear from them. After looking at them and paying attention, I need to have the feedback. Did they like? What are they thinking? So this is what you're calling the voting, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So this is a two-way road, both of them.
Okay, but basically our time is fully run out. And can we continue with the next stage? Are you ready for the most provocative question? The snorting or the help?
I am always ready, provocative, debatable, anything.
Okay, thank you very much. So, do you think it is fair to hold presidential post for 2 terms, not letting other students to participate? Or it is the worstest candidate who holds the post?
I believe in continuity. I believe that if something was started last year and a good job was started last year, it needs to be done till the end. I don't think that it is right to stop in the middle of doing the right job and just disappear. This is not right. In my opinion, when I was vice president last year, I got the experience. I learned to go inside out. I know what's working, but most importantly, I know what doesn't work. So right now, coming to the second term, it will definitely stay like this. I will know what's working, what's not. I will propose some new initiatives. I think you looked at my campaign. I will propose new initiatives. I will listen to students. I'll get their feedbacks and I will always be there for them. So they have an ally in their corner. And I also think that we have a very, very great example of our country where the stability actually came for many innovative decisions and for the greatness of our country. So I have a very great example. And I think that it is absolutely fair and this is bringing great value to ADE school.
Okay, thank you very much for answering all of my questions. It was a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure.
See you.
Thank you so much.
I wish you good luck in your presidential campaign.